All right, I bought so many fragrances this year, it's kind of hard for me to remember what all I bought, but I kind of just picked some of them out that really stood out to me. There's probably a few I forgot about or missed, but anyways, here's a list of some of my favorite fragrance pickups in 2024. All right, I'm not really ranking any of these, so it's not in no particular order of rank, but I will tell you this is my number 2, and a lot of you people will probably be surprised. I think it's my number 1, but I did several tests side by side, and I'll save my number 1 for last. But this is my number 2 favorite fragrance of the year, and this is awesome. This is that Nishane nefs and the mirror image argo. So this is very, very similar to this. In the opening, it's off a little bit. It's still about 85-90% in the opening. You know, that's my the opening. I count as like the first couple minutes, and then as it moves into the mids and dry down air, this is my 90% there, this or whatever. So I recommend this. This is that 10% makes a difference. This is Masterpiece Perfumery. It's fruity, juicy, boozy, oudy, sweet, warm, spicy. It's if you're in heaven, this is probably what their heaven smells like right here. This is the way it smells. There's the whiskey in this note is just really nice. A little bit of fig as it dries down too. A lot of good transitions, and this is an excellent clone of it. I mean, for a fraction of the price, you're getting eerily similar. And sometimes I'll layer both of these just to kind of make my bottle go further, and it works great. Both of these got great performance. I'm not going to go too extensive of a review on this one. I've got a review up on this one on my channel already, and so some of these on this list I'm just going to work through briefly, and then some of the ones I haven't talked about yet I'll give a little bit more of a breakdown. But yeah, this is, most of you people probably were surprised this isn't my number 1, but this is definitely one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, just not number 1. This next one up, maybe you'll be warned. This one killer to me. This is one of my favorites. I just got this in recently, but Parfumo and Fragrantica, they don't agree with my assessment of this in general. There are people on there that love it like I did, but there's a lot of hate on this one, and maybe not even hate, but dislike. Maybe it's not held in the regard I think it is, but I love this one. It's this Gritti Mango Oud. It's fruity, sweet. It is synthetic smelling. It's fresh, creamy, really tropical oud fragrance. Mainly you're getting mango and oud. Now there's other stuff mixed in like the guava, and you get some light florals of the neroli and ylang-ylang, and there's some coconut, osmanthus. And then as it dries down, it gets real amber, vanilla, and oudy. But the mango note is just, especially in the opening, is just really pops, a really nice mango note. And it kind of goes throughout the life of this fragrance, and I get good performance on this, and I'm so impressed. I want to try more from this Gritti line. So yeah, I love this one, but a lot of people don't love it as much as I do on Fragrantica and Parfumo. So maybe you want to sample this one first for sure to see if you feel the same way I do, but just don't blind by it. But I love it. All right, this one's up towards the top too. Love this one. This is a straight up banger, a certified vent scent. Sun-gria by Lorenzo Pazzaglia. It's fruity, sweet, citrus, gourmand, fresh. Smells like you're sipping a sun-gria in the summertime. Very tropical smelling. The wine accord in this is really nice. The fruits are really just juicy. And then there's a lot of depth to this thing. There's a bunch of notes, you can see it. So there's a lot going on in this thing. Some nice florals. It gets kind of like amber and woody a little bit at the base. A lot of sweetness, some musk, a little bit of everything in here, but it's blended beautifully. So yeah, this is a straight up summertime banger. The next one, this is the 2018 EDT version of this. It's been reformulated into EDP now. So if you try to get it now, it's going to be the 2022 version. Doesn't smell anything like this. It's been reformulated, completely different scent profile. And everything I've heard on that one, it's not as good. But maybe I got to try that one at some point. But this is the EDT, the 2018. A little harder to find. I had a hard time getting a hold of this one, but I finally got a hold of it. Somebody on Macari had it. And side note on this one too, Parfums Vintage has a Creed Virgin Island water where they mix this scent profile with it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend that. I forget what they call it, but basically it's the Ramon Monegal Ibiza mixed with Creed Virgin Island water, and they just killed it with that one. So this one's got it's a very unique scent profile. It's very tropical. It's aldehydes, some star anise, ginger at the opening. Then it's got some almond blossom, heliotrope, and jasmine in the mids. Then it dries down to tonka bean, white musk, and patchouli. It kind of gives you like a Creed Virgin Island water type of vibe or whatever, but a little more aldehydic. Not quite, doesn't have the boozy note, but it's got a little more florals too. But it's kind of on that scent profile, but not boozy, more florals, a little more unisex, and great. It's a definite big twist on the DNA, but this is a straight up banger, and the notes don't. It's kind of hard to describe this based on the notes, but this just works in the tropical heat. And it's an EDT version, but man, the longevity on this thing is super long. It projects nicely right out of the gate, and then it lasts. It's an all day. It's an all day spray. So yeah, great one. Great in the summertime. Love this one. All right, next up is this Fragrance World Azzure Oud. It's a clone of Oud Maracujá by Maison Crivelli, and it's really nice. Love this one. It's a fruity, leathery, woody, oriental spice. You're mainly getting passion fruits, leather, and oud. Those are your main notes, but you get some saffron, some benzoin, some wood, some vanilla, a little bit of patchouli as it dries down. So there's other stuff mixed into it, but those are mainly what you're going to get. And it's definitely a Middle Eastern style fragrance, and this is fantastic. Love this. But this is even better. This is way better. This is the real deal, the 10 milliliters, and there is quite a bit of difference in these or whatever. I love this, but this is better, much better. This is maybe 80% as good as this or whatever. I like to be at 85. This isn't 85 as good, and I still love it. It's on the list. This is one of my favorite fragrances of the year. That's how much I like this, but then that tells you how much I like this, the real deal. The real deal is awesome. I'm going to get a bottle at some point. See how long it takes me to run through this 10 milliliter first, and then maybe I just keep renewing 10 milliliters. Maybe I get a bottle. I don't know, but this is superior, and I've been layering these two, and that works really good together. Kind of levels this up a little bit. Great fragrance, but you got a bit in the Middle Eastern Oudi style perfumes, because there is a lot of like stanky oud mixed in with that passion fruit. But to me, I love that combination. Great fragrance. All right, Dior Homme Parfum. Love this one. Glad to get this one in my collection. Great Irish note, like Florentine Irish, leather, and sandalwood. Those are the main notes you're going to get. So it's powdery, leathery, woody, sweet, spicy. Just really a masterpiece perfumery going on here. Just a calm, relaxing scent profile. Great in fall and winter. Perfectly blended. Love this one. Really glad to have this in my collection. Great fragrance. All right, this one came in stock from Uncle Chris over at Best Brand Perfumes. I had to jump on this one. Dolce&Gabbana, the one from their Middle Eastern collection, the One Mysterious Night. They don't even really have clones of this one. I know Fragrance World has clones of the other two in this line from that Middle Eastern collection, but this exclusive edition is the one I really like the best. This is like a rose oud fragrance, but it's more like it's toned down from like the complete Middle Eastern brands or whatever. It's got the Dolce & Gabbana, the one scent profile mixed in with it, and just blended super nice. This is my favorite one out of the whole one line. I love this one. It's oriental, flory, spicy, woody, sweet. You get the saffron and grapefruit right out of the gate, and then you get the rose oud that's coming at you immediately. And there's some clary sage to kind of freshen it up. Some great woods, tonka bean, amber, and laburnum to kind of darken it at the base. Just a perfectly well blended. It's just basically a rose oud Middle Eastern type fragrance mixed with Dolce & Gabbana one perfectly though. It's really smooth, good longevity on this. Most of the Dolce & Gabbana, the ones, I don't get very good longevity. And I don't think I'm going nose blind because I've tested them a bunch or whatever. I just think that scent profile just doesn't last on me. Even on clothes, whatever, it doesn't last that great. This one here does though. I get good performance on this one. Love this one. So glad to get this one in my collection. Love it. All right, this Loewe 7 Cobalt. Love this one. So if you like the Bleu de Chanel DNA, it's a lot like that. I got the quality on par with the Chanel with this one too. So the quality here is excellent. Right on par with Chanel in my opinion. All they did was take that DNA and they added some a little bit of sage aromatics to it, more than way more aromatics than the original as far as the sage note goes. And then it's fruitier too. There's a black currant, some fruit notes in this that kind of fruitens up the original DNA. And then there's more of an incense, a little bit of a darker note to it as it dries down. So all in all, this is a superior fragrance to Bleu de Chanel, if you ask me. And I love Bleu de Chanel. I got it as a Mount Rushmore fragrance, so it's the original. That's kind of started the whole blue fragrance line and the trend, and it still holds up to this day. Any variation of that one is just great, but this is awesome. This is a leveled up version for me. I like this one better. So great fragrance. Glad to add this one to my collection. I'm going to be rocking this one this summer a lot. All right, next up, Dior Homme Sport 2021. Love this one. It's fresh, citrus, woody, spicy, little resinous. You just get this bright lemon with some aldehydes and bergamot off the top. Then in the middle of it, get some elamai and pink pepper. And then there's a nice woods and amber and a little bit of frankincense at the base. But it's just real light and airy and just real gentlemanly, refined and fresh. it just puts me in a great mood, and I get really good performance in this one too. I get a good 8 hours on this one, even on skin. If I spray clothes, it's beyond 8 hours. So for a fresh fragrance, this one performs really nice, classy, versatile. You can pretty much wear this spring through fall, and to the gym, to the office, whatever. Great scent, love it. All right, Evil Angel. This is another Vince scent, a straight up banger. This will be great in the springtime. I think that's when I'm going to wear this, maybe even summer. It's sweet, fruity, green, spicy, woody. Real nice lime and mint off the top. There's a bunch of notes here. I'll post them up here, whatever. But you get a bunch of tropical fruits, a ton of tropical fruits in this thing. And then as it dries down, it even gets better. It starts out great with all the citrus and the fruits. Then as it dries down, you get some cinnamon, whiskey, some coconut, some rum, a little bit of boozy accords, a little bit of ISO Super E, sandalwood, tobacco, myrrh, vanilla as it dries down. Just a well-rounded fragrance. Transition is nice. And one of my favorites from the house. I love this one. I love this house. Great fragrance. Certified banger. Chanel Dior Homme Sport Edition Blanche. Chanel's just got that quality, and you can just smell it in this. This is like a citrus, like a lemon meringue pie, or like a lemon vanilla meringue pie, because there's a lot of vanilla that shows up as it dries down. So it's nice fresh lemon off the top with some pink pepper. Then you get more lemon and some sandalwood and leather as it dries down, but the leather is not real strong or anything. Then some tonka bean amber, a ton of vanilla, some woods, a little bit of vetiver and musk as it dries down. It just really ends up being creamy, fresh, citrusy, sweet, a little bit of spice to it. Just well-crafted fragrance. And like I said, it's a creamy lemon meringue pie type of scent, sort of like a fresh gourmand type scent. Works great in the spring, works great in the summer. Just super alluring, and something about the Chanel quality. I've got clones of this, and they're close and they're good, but there's something about the real Chanel fragrances, something about the quality in them, and just love this one. All right, next up is Blue Oud from Ahmed Maghribi, and really I got a bunch of them from Ahmed Maghribi this year that are really good. I just grabbed this one. There was a bunch of other that would be contenders for this one, but this is one I did wear a lot. I wore this one the most. It's leathery, woody, fruity, fresh. Definitely earthy. There's definitely a nice oud note in here. It's not a real skanky oud note, but it's enough to kind of darken this fresh aquatic scent profile up. So yeah, they've taken like a sort of a fresh aquatic scent profile and just darkened up with some gaiac woods, patchouli, some frankincense, a little bit of oud, musk, and then there's some cypress and bergamot to kind of brighten it up. Nice violet leaf to round it out. Great fragrance. Smells very unique. Good longevity on this one. Good projection. Performance is good all the way around. The quality is really good on this. It doesn't smell cheap. It smells expensive, and it smells good like when you get right up on it. But in the air, when this thing floats around, people really seem to enjoy this scent profile. I love it. All right, deziro from Nishane. Love this one. It's kind of like took Bleu de Chanel and added like maybe cool water or cool water intense, and gave it some of those aromatics from that, and blended in. This is a good entry level in the niche perfumery here. If you're looking for something, this isn't challenging at all. This, like I said, it's Bleu de Chanel and cool water. It's sweet, fresh, aquatic, woody, citrus. Really nice high quality here. Easy one to like. There's nothing groundbreaking here, so I've seen on a lot of the reviews, a lot of people think it's boring or a bad release, but I don't think so. I think it's a great summer scent profile. Twist on those DNAs. You know, you're getting ambergris and a lot of aquatic marine notes and orange off the top. There's some mint and carrot, cypriol, geranium, and star anise in the mids. And then just some vetiver, musk, sandalwood, and ambroxan towards the dry down. Great fragrance. I think it's a high-end quality, easy to wrap your head around niche perfumery for hot weather. But you know, like I said earlier, it's just not breaking any ground here. Like, it's not groundbreaking or doing anything in a different direction. But it's just a well-crafted, fresh summer banger. I could have picked any one of a bunch of Serge Lutens fragrances. They're all super well blended, really affordable. Some of the ones, I picked this one because it's affordable. Some of these you can get easy in the States and they're affordable, but some of them that I've tried, they're really rare, hard to get. You got to get them from France, or you got to get a hold of somebody that has them, get a hookup. They're just hard to get. So I just tried to pick one that was easy to get, and everybody knows, and it's a good introductory one. That'd be chergui. But I wouldn't say this is my favorite Serge Lutens of the year. I've probably tried 30 Serge Lutens this year, a good 30, maybe more. And this isn't my favorite, but I love this one. This is awesome. So I'm just using this on my for my list. It's a spicy, like with a powdery tobacco, some sweet honey. This dry hay note in here is just intoxicating, which I know that sounds weird, but the hay note is fantastic. A little bit of incense. It's spicy, resinous, with a little bit of floral touches in it too. So yeah, just real nice fragrance. Spicy, oriental, sweet, woody, resinous. Great fall time fragrance. Works good in the winter. Performance is great. Serge Lutens is just pure artistry. I love what they're doing with their fragrances. I think the perfumers are given like a long leash here where they can kind of go off the rails and try some pretty, off the radar, off the rails type of stuff here, because a lot of their fragrances are super unique and really artistic, and so evidently the perfumers are allowed to go, different directions. And this one's not so wild or crazy, but this one is just a well-blended perfection for fall. All right, another Dior. This is the last one. I got 3 Diors on this, I know, but I'm really impressed with Dior. These Dior fragrances are really nice. They're designer, but they're about work, operating at niche level, if you ask me. This one is Dior Homme 2020. It's Eau de Toilette. It's woody, fresh, spicy, citrus, synthetic. It's not groundbreaking or nothing, but man, it's just such a pleasure to wear. It's just so calm, relaxing, and so versatile. I mean, this works in any kind of situation. You get some bergamot, elamai resin, pink pepper off the top, a little bit of Atlas cedar, patchouli, and some Haitian vetiver and musk as it dries down. Like I said, it's just not groundbreaking, but just blended so well, and the ingredients are so nice. It's just a joy to wear this thing. It's always uplifting and just a pleasant scent profile. And you could probably wear this spring through fall. You'd probably even get away with this in the summer, especially on an office job. So yeah, love this one, and love Dior quality. All right, I saved the best for last, and this is my favorite pickup of the year, and it's not even close. This just blew everything out of the water. SpongeBob Squarepants Cologne. Aquatic, citrus, fresh, a little bit of green, synthetic. Beautiful, beautiful melon note in it. Some lemon water note. It's like a watery lemon note. Real realistic grapefruit note. Some ozonic aquatic notes, like fresh seawater aquatics, like you're in the Caribbean. A little bit of high-end rosemary. A little bit of musk and woods as it dries down. It gets a little bit musky and woody. Perfectly blended. The presentation on this and the atomizer is perfect. Nice little hat for the top. Yeah, just real artistry went on crafting this fragrance. One spray, it'll last you about 2 days. I think it goes beneath your skin profile, because I'll take a shower, get in a hot tub and stuff, and it's still blasting. So I think it crawls into your DNA and latches on, and you're just not going to let go of this. This is like a next level Acqua di Gio, Profondo, or Profumo, for the next generation. They just leveled that scent profile up and added some, a little bit of brighter notes, a little bit of more musk and woods to it to just turn it into sheer artistry. This is the perfect fragrance. All right, me and Inky want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and we're going to be the first ones to wish you guys Happy New Year. These are some of the best fragrances we got a hold of in 2024, and if you made it this far, like, subscribe, and comment. That helps my algorithm, and I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch.